Taurus, welcome to your reading. We're here for you. We're here in the June 2020 period, but of course energy is fluid, so always apply restoration as you do. If you end up watching this reading in July or August or whatever time space position you're at on this continuum, then take it as you will. So thank you for tuning in though, and thank you all so much for your support. Letting the light to you here. Whoa, feeling some activation of the crown to begin with. June is going to be a pretty big month for you. I was just mentioning on your energy, and I was getting that there is something that, Taurus, you're like, okay, I'm hearing this, I was hearing this specifically. You're like, I really want this. Like, I'm seriously really interested in this. Like, I'm passionate to a significant degree about even maybe this subject, whatever it is. I really want to get involved in it. I'm hearing that as well. But I'm hearing there's like a little bit of a bell going off there with a but as well. But I have to, it's not ready yet. I'm hearing that for number you. I'm hearing also like, I'm not ready yet. So let's actually jump into it. For number you, I'm hearing you maybe even were like, yeah, okay. So as men here, I was seeing specifically like you're about to get involved in things, like almost, like so, like you were this wee bit close. And all of a sudden it was just like, oh, something got like thrown into the plan maybe even, and you're like, okay, so let's take a detour. So let's jump into it and see what might be at play. Aries, I'm hearing as well. Taurus, I'm hearing take off your shoes. I'm hearing that as well. All right, I'm hearing I'm sore. I'm sore from walking. It could be metaphorical, right? Anyway, let's take it as you will. If these energies are going by quickly, feel free to slow down the speed. 7 of Swords and the 6 of Wands upright again. Thank you all so much for tuning in and connecting to you. Now, 6 of Swords upright, 7 of Swords upright. Now, for a number of you, someone is like, they wanted to make something obvious. Like, I'm seeing they wanted to make a decision. They wanted to come out with this very clearly and actually label something, like to define something. They were like, it's time. Like, it's like awkward if I don't say anything at this point. Now, I'm seeing the number 26. There could have been a focus on that number even in May or in a number of months prior. But the 9 of Swords coming through on the 2nd of June, 9 of Cups in reverse. Wow, you got quite a sequence here. 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords sequence. 7, 6. Both of Swords. Then we got the 9 and 9, 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So, and they're both in reverse. So for number, on the 2nd of June, there's something like, it was very, very even like quick to transform. I'm hearing one even as a strategy or plan. Something just got like, it shifted, it transformed. You're like, okay, we can't, that's not irrelevant anymore. I'm hearing that as well. So maybe there's a system here in place that was shifting, or in transition in some way, but it was unexpected for another. Possibly you're like, well, that's not going to work. It was very clear though, for a number of you. Now, there was a lot of build up. Now, okay, I'm seeing something floral for a number of you, like a floral arrangement. Maybe there's an event you were going to like present in some way. Okay, now Daughter of Pentacles in reverse could have been related to the weather for a number of you. I'm seeing that as well. Now, all right, Taurus. Now we have the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing for you want to invite someone somewhere. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, now the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse on around the 3rd. We then got here on the 4th is a 10 of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing I'm not talking to them again. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, so Son of Cups. Someone like is like kind of they're realizing something. I'm hearing even a need that they have. Like, it's interesting. 3 Swords upright at the end of this week. Yeah, they're like, this break. I'm hearing as well that I've taken has shown me that I don't really also belong in this industry. Wow, very interesting. So someone has made a very, very pivotal decision, but like in an unexpected way. They're like, I would have never guessed that this would lead to this, but I'm kind of feeling like that's a direction I'm hearing. I also want to move in. So something is kind of, I don't want to say it's inhibiting, as someone might feel it, like the long-term growth of the space, but someone just feels like it's better to just kind of acknowledge it as I'm hearing an interpretive space and to continue experimenting with what else I can create in it. Interesting. So this 10 of Pentacles. Now, I'm seeing something that has also possibly been exhausted. It could be someone's resources. They're like, I'm just running out of funds. I can't like keep, dilly-dallying in this space in circles. The 8 of, I'm hearing even in cycles. So there's something of a long cycle, long process, and someone's just thinking, they're like, it's just, I don't know if it's worth it at this point, even on an energetic level. 1 second. They're wondering if it's relevant. They're like, I don't know, what is really appropriate. I'm hearing that as well. With the 7 of Wands, it's funny, you've got a lot of geometric sort of configurations here. Actually, you got 2 9s up top, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They're all in reverse. Then you've got here the 8 of Cups in reverse at the base of the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. You got the 8 diagonal, the 2 9s, and you got the 7 of Wands. You lead out with the 7 of Wands out of the 8 of Cups. You've got the 10 of Wands mirroring the 10 of Pentacles. And then you've got, leading out from the 7 is the 4 of Wands, actually, diagonal 3 of Swords. So there's something that maybe It's very interesting. Maybe you're even thinking of like reviewing and not necessarily releasing, but just kind of like redefining. You're like, well, it's not that I have to throw away all my markers. You know what I mean? Like all my like crayon sets. Like not really necessary to do that. I think maybe I just should like close the shop and reconsider what the crayons are used for. Okay, interesting. So the Six of Cups coming through now. For a number of you, this is a space that is to grow. I'm hearing steadily. I'm hearing over time. That's what maybe you feel, and that's not a surprise, right? To feel in relation to this archetype of Taurus. For another, there's a sentimental side of this that is just really, I'm hearing it's waxing and waning. It's cyclical. It's exhausting. You're like, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I'm hearing that as well. How long? Also, how long does it take to like tailor the message? I'm hearing that. So maybe someone's waiting. The Father of Cups is mirroring the Father of Wands upright. I'm hearing he's late. Does he know that though? Like, do they realize that? I don't know if they realize that. They're like waiting for something to also become clear maybe in some way. They're just like, it's like, even an institution, they're waiting on an institution to give them feedback, and they're just like, they're just not, they're not even waiting for me. I feel like I'm the only one waiting for them. Okay. So someone's just, they're thinking, is it even like, is it the right, they're just wondering, maybe even they show up somewhere lost, they're like, is it the right way to also handle this? The Hierophant, the Hierophant comes in the last week, so someone maybe even decides to totally reform the way that they also carry out the work. You got the Five of Cups as well coming through Taurus. My right ear is like really itching and it feels like really hot. Justice here, mirroring the Hierophant. So you got a big decision to make. I'm hearing this way, like, it's like, this is about your livelihood for no reason. You're like, I'm going to totally reinvest all my assets. I'm hearing that as well with the Temperance card, mirroring the Five of Cups for no reason, on an emotional level, if you relate in relation to your social group, your friend circle. You're like, I don't know if, like, they're really in it, like, maybe I'm just the only one who's, like, really feeling it, like, really passionate, like, something is waning as you might feel it. So, for no reason, is an industry shift that you want to make. Now, you have the Magician leading you out, Daughter of Wands upright, some of you really considering, contemplating a move. You're like, well, maybe I just haven't found love in this space, like, because it's the space that is not actually I'm hearing related to my craft. Interesting. Nine of Wands upright. So it's almost like maybe you feel like your work is somehow misplaced or mismatched in relation to the environment. Interesting, Taurus. You got the Temperance card staring at the Magician. You might be considering like moving away. I'm here. What is away? Moving. Oh, Ace of Wands. Maybe even considering a new production company to partner up with. But the Father Wands is really concerned with the Magician in reverse. Like maybe this is some kind of concept that you've been working with that feels like really times risky, where you're like, I don't know if they would get it. Like I'm even seeing somebody who has a business and they're considering, they're like, should I carry it out from like that other location, that other country? Oh, thank you so much, Marcus, for your dear donation. High Priestess in reverse. In the last week, someone's like, well, maybe like, I don't know, I don't want to just be like, bye everyone, but like maybe I need to be really thinking very carefully about what I'm calling this as well, and like if I'm calling it an entrepreneurial project or like a creative project or like just a company, you know, what is my point here? I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing somebody who's really considering, they're like, is this something that I just make money out of, or like is it something that needs to also validate me on a social level? So for a number of you, I'm seeing that there's a little bit of a disconnect. I'm hearing draft with the Magician and the Father of Wands with the Temperance card and Justice card. Someone's like, I don't know if like my heart is really in it. I'm hearing that as well, like at this point. So maybe it's even a hobby or a craft where you're really reconsidering it. Now, what I'm seeing though, but specifically in relation to your professional perspective, I'm hearing when it comes even to this industry. So it's like, well, maybe I like it as a hobby, but I don't know, in terms of making like a business out of it, it's really, I'm hearing kind of taxing me, possibly even actually really draining me. I'm hearing my resources with Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Like you're paying rent for like some plot of land that like is not really like able to even be like put to use in some way, and you're like waiting on some kind of like legislature to be passed to be able to like actually work on that land. It's just like not happening, like at least in terms of time. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. This could have to do with even like a number of people who are invested in this space, maybe even related to investment, like a number of people involved, and it's just taken a long time to get everything also like finalized. And so it might, for a number of you, yo, big time. Nine of Pentacles, run the friggin' Taurus reading. Did we forget? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. Like, this is something that possibly someone is like even trying to get off the ground. It might even be like an entrepreneurial project, and they're just like, creating this project is so daunting, but not because it's like the product itself that's like difficult to make or whatever else that is strategic. It's more a matter of like for a number of you, the social environment, like maybe you're working with a number of people, they're like all fun, I'm hearing they're involved in the funding of the space, or they're like investors, and it's just really hard to get everyone in the same place at the same time as well, or like on the same page. They might actually be in different countries as well, like you have investors in different countries. For me, there's like a focus on the actual environment, like an actual piece of land. Now, there is something legal though for a number of you, where it's just, we need to get the legal situated, we need to get it squared away. Holy moly, this is such a serious reading, Taurus. Taurus is like, I don't want to talk about love. Freaking, my love is related to my finances. That's specifically. So let's get that squared away, thank you. And then we can talk about like, love, or something, maybe even like you're planning for vacations, you're like, this is draining my resources, like I can't like keep paying rent. I'm hearing that again, like on this piece of property. Like, if it's not going to last, I'm hearing that as well. So maybe you're thinking, I'm hearing a retirement, I'm hearing that as well. With the Magician, Ace of Cups, and the Daughter of Cups, with the Father of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So for a number of you, Taurus, you're really, I'm seeing, like, to say it this way, you're thinking, is it worth it? Like, I'm hearing the weighing of also the odds. Like, so maybe it's something that you're already invested in, and you're thinking, like, should I sell? Should I pull out of this market? I'm hearing that as well. This space, this industry, like, it has to do with the environment. I'm hearing that specifically, and there's something that is just, like, not yet, I'm hearing it's overdue for a number of you. Like, it's like, they needed to, I'm hearing there's something federal, like, they need to get back to you on something it's a way overdue. And so you're just like, I'm spinning in circles now. Mother of Swords. Now, itching my nose right there. This is something maybe even astrologically, absolutely. Someone gave you, like, some kind of advice. They were like, maybe it was a suggestion. They're like, I think that maybe you should make this move at a certain point in time. Now, so for a number of you, though, possibly, well, let's backtrack to the social thing. I'm seeing that your passion is related to the space in some way, because it's like this. Imagine you have a business, but the social space around that is somehow, like, not excited. I don't know what, the Magician reverse, or like, it's not experienced yet even, and so you're wondering, like, should I just, like, weigh it out? I'm hearing, like, wait it out. But then weigh that out as well, like the waiting period, like, I don't know. So for a number of you, maybe you're waiting for someone even to like move or travel, or like they're in another country, Maryland again, and it could be like a long distance thing. You're thinking, what is the way to also like really, you know, speak also about this concept. So someone's like, well, I don't want to like let it go, and just like, you know, and this could be the energy of another as well. So take it as you will. I'm even seeing Cancer energies here with the Daughter of Cups, and this energy as well came through in the Aries reading. So now, anywho, Cancer, Taurus. For a number of you, I'm seeing as well that you possibly are thinking, you know, really carefully about the long term here with the Magician. Like, you want to make like a long term investment in that. For a number of you, like, you want to actually even think about traveling over here, or moving your business like to another actual physical place. And we got the Temperance card. Now, what we were saying, astrologically, we are in a really heavily retrograde season. So, you know, I don't know if it's a matter of starting a totally brand new business, like out of the box. You know, to begin with, things might be on hold in some way, but when we're starting a brand new out of the box business idea, it might require a few more tires. I'm hearing on the truck to get rolling there. I'm hearing, and along the way. I'm hearing even down the alley, like the simplest of things, let's say in this way. And a retrograde period is notorious for that. We've got 5 or 6 planets retrograde. About now, we've got also Neptune quick to go retrograde, and Mercury as well, and I think Uranus is coming up. So, it's like things that should technically be easy, we're just peeling the sticker and putting it on the package. Like, may have a whole new, you know, wardrobe message that needs to come along with it. Like, I don't know. So the same way, Mercury retrograde periods are notorious for making things like very complicated. Here, okay, the sun coming through. Now, so there is something maybe you're even timing. Let's clear that. It's about an industry. It's like this. I'm seeing someone's like, look, I just have to wait to that season. Okay, I know it. It's something very clear. You're thinking, it's just that one season. It's like this. I sell swimsuits. Bathing suits. I just have to wait until summer, and like, bam, I'm gonna be like fine in this industry. But it's like something where you're thinking, but waiting to that period of time, there's something about the space that it's operating through right now that is so like extremely imbalanced. Like, maybe usually you would still be able to make it through the winter months even if you own like you know, bikini company or something like that. By way of like, I don't know, I'm hearing selling your designs at least. I don't know what that's going to. Like, you have different ways of managing the space, but there's something that has taken a really hard hit. I'm hearing economically. You got the Hermit. I am hearing depression. I don't know what that's going to do with the Hermit and the Ace of Cups. It's like, there's been a hold on something, and you're like, I don't know. I'm hearing, maybe I should also just ask for a refund. I'm hearing that. Like, maybe it's something that has actually, for a number, been shipped, or you were thinking of like, you're going back and forth for a really long time. You're like, should I do it? Should I invest in it as well? And at a certain point, you're just thinking, it's the bureaucracy alone that is making clear for me that this might not be, I'm hearing the time and place to do it. So, Taurus, thank you so much. Let's get into what signs we have next. We've got Virgo, we've got Capricorn, so we're going to speed through these readings here. We've actually got the extendeds as well. They're now available. They are the Jupiter, even Venus retrograde readings, and even other June readings that have been done even live. So if those are of interest for you, feel free to watch via the playlist or even go to alchemy.com. And you can watch the YouTube videos there as well as order the extendeds, and if that is again of interest for you. Love and light. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.